Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today, let's talk about one of the biggest questions in Rohan 2 right now. Can F2P players still survive after the Liom update, Dark Elf release, and all the new economy changes? Because honestly guys, the game feels very different now. This is no longer the old Rohan 2 where you could casually grind for a few hours and slowly catch up with everyone else. Right now, the game has become more competitive, more demanding, and much more strategy-based. Especially after the Liom update, Dark Elf release, level 120 plus equipment, new farming zones, and the Ruby X economy changes. Everything changed, so in this video, let's talk about the real situation of F2P players in Rohan 2 right now. First of all guys, let's be honest, yes, F2P players can still survive in Rohan 2, but surviving and competing are two different things. If you are a chill player, a casual gamer, or someone who just wants to enjoy grinding after work, then honestly, the game is still playable. There are still many ways to progress: grinding, farming, market trading, guild activities, events, and AFK farming if you have a PC. But the reality now is simple. The game became much harder compared before, especially for new players, because if you start today, you're not only trying to level up, you're also trying to catch up with old players, geared players, active guilds, and players already prepared for Liom content. And honestly guys, that gap is huge now. Now let's talk about Liom. The Liom region introduced stronger monsters, harder farming areas, better equipment, and level 120 progression. But here's the problem. Liom is not beginner friendly. The monsters hit harder, the farming spots are more competitive, and builds matter more than ever before. Before, some players could survive with average builds and simple grinding. But now, efficiency matters. If your build is weak, your farming speed drops. If your gear is behind, progression becomes very slow. And if you don't understand the economy, you'll struggle even more. And honestly guys, one of the biggest game changers right now is the Dark Elf update. The release of Warlock and Wizard completely changed the pacing of the game. Warlock became extremely aggressive and dangerous, especially in PvP and fast farming. Meanwhile, Wizard became one of the safest and most efficient AO farming classes right now. Because of these classes, the gap between geared players and newer players became even bigger. Players with better resources and optimized builds can progress much faster now. And this is where many F2P players struggle, because grinding alone is no longer enough. Another important thing players need to understand now is the economy system. Before, many players could progress just by farming all day, but after the Ruby X changes and the market adjustments, the economy became a huge part of progression. Today, if you want to survive as F2P, you need smart farming, good market timing, item knowledge, and efficient resource management. Players who understand the market will always progress faster than players who randomly grind without strategy. That's the reality now. And guys, let's also talk about guilds. Because honestly, guilds matter more than ever before. If you're playing solo, progression becomes much harder. Boss farming becomes difficult. Territory competition becomes harder. Farming spots become more contested. But if you have an active guild, everything changes. You get farming support, party opportunities, boss access, protection, and better overall progression. In today's Rohan 2, having a strong and active guild is almost necessary if you want to compete as an F2P player. Now honestly guys, I think one of the biggest mistakes some F2P players make is mindset. Some players want instant gear, instant power, instant progression. But Rohan 2 was never designed like that. This is a long-term MMORPG. Progression takes patience, consistency, strategy, and time. Even spenders still need proper planning. So if you are F2P, you need to play smarter, not just grind harder. So can F2P players still survive in Rohan 2 after the Liom update, Dark Elf release, and economy changes? My answer is yes, but not casually, not instantly, and not without strategy. If you really want to compete as an F2P player today, being active alone is no longer enough. You need consistency, efficient farming, economy knowledge, smart progression, and a good guild behind you. Because after all these updates, Rohan 2 became much more competitive than before. But for players willing to learn, adapt, and stay consistent, F2P progression is still possible. So what do you think guys? Do you think Rohan 2 is still balanced for F2P players after the Liom update and Dark Elf release? Comment your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe for more Rohan to content. See you guys in game.